So let me talk about Lisa Murkowski. This woman. Check in the news folder there, Hassan. I have a couple pictures that are in here. Show the Trump persecuted thing. Trump persecuted 32524 CNN. This is the headlines I saw when I went to CNN.com. I disavow CNN.com, I guess. A deadline day that puts Trump's empire in grave peril. Our greatest president, they say, is struggling to post a bond worth around $500 million, $462 million, in order to be able to appeal some ruling by, the New York Attorney General, black female, Letitia James, and the Engoron, I guess, is the particular case that he's whatever. Also poised for another massive financial windfall. Windfall, is that a good thing? Windfall, I don't know what windfall means. I think that usually means a good thing, and I'm not interested enough to really look it up. Trump's hush money trial was set to begin, by the way. Something else happened instead, or I don't know. But anyway, there's an opinion piece. Trump can't dodge legal accountability anymore. Give me a break. These phony people pretending like they care about the law and order. He's the law and order president. That's why they hate him. But anyway, Murkowski, see at the bottom? Murkowski, done with Trump. Won't rule out leaving the GOP, the grand old party, the Rhino Republican Party. And so go over to this Lisa Murkowski headline. Number one, there, Hassan. Lisa Murkowski. I remember seeing her highlighted in like the Huffington Post because she was pretending. You see that in there, Hassan? Lisa Murkowski. Lisa Murkowski, done with our greatest president. Headline in there. She won't rule out leaving the GOP. The Huffington Post, far-left liberal outlet, put out by Ariana Huffington, who used to be conservative, supposedly, just like this gal, used to be conservative. They highlighted how the Republican women are more willing to compromise and work with the Democrats. They're like the adults in the room. So they pretended. Look at her. She looks like she's done with Trump. She looks a little bit like Trump. Zoom in on that face. Maybe she hates him and she's becoming looking like him almost. Her hair is maybe better than Trump's, except it's a woman's hair. I wouldn't want Trump to have that hair. Our greatest president. Doesn't she look a little bit like Trump? Just a little bit? I feel like ladies who get into these stressful jobs, and she doesn't look bad, but she looks like she's trying to be a leader. I don't think that these ladies belong in these political positions, my opinion. Dang, Lisa looking rough, says Terry in the chat. Yeah, mildly attractive. Old lady, Not that old even. But she's maybe going to leave the party. So you can keep that there. I don't care about the, you don't have to show the text of this, but I'm going to read it to you guys. Veteran Alaska Republican, veteraness, senator, she's a senator out of Alaska. One of 7 Republicans who voted to convict our greatest president, Donald J. Trump, in his second impeachment trial. And Trump was never convicted in his impeachment. So FYI, he was never convicted. You're charged in the House and then either convicted or acquitted in the Senate. Has anybody ever been convicted of impeachment? I don't even think all white people look alike, huh? I don't think even Bill Clinton was convicted of impeachment. He was acquitted. In his second impeachment trial amid the aftermath of January 6th. So she fell for the phoniness that Trump was responsible for the riot that took place on January 6th. Dumb. A dishonest woman. Or a blind woman, at least. Done with our greatest president, said she absolutely would not vote for him. I wish that as Republicans we had a nominee I could get behind, she told Commie Nonsense Network. I'm jealous. She's talking to CNN. I certainly can't get behind our greatest president, Trump. Or she says Donald Trump. So she may leave. She may not even remain a Republican. Trump exposing all these people. Hassan is showing it for you guys. Thank you, Hassan. That's kind. She said, I am a very independent thinker. I think I'm very independent-minded. Can you name somebody who doesn't think that they're independent-minded? I think everybody thinks that they're independent-minded. I don't think that most people are independent-minded. Cute lady, says Hillary. Yeah, I agree, Hillary. Even if Terry is correct that she's looking a little rough. Because somebody asked her if she would become an independent. I think I'm very independent-minded. Oh, you mean capital I independent? A la Bernie Sanders independent? The socialist? The Democrat socialist? Anyway, what else? What else did she say that was somewhat interesting? I'm navigating my way through some very interesting political times, blah, 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 blah. I regret our party is seemingly becoming a party of Donald Trump. It's about time. Trump is representing the interests of a lot of people whose interests have not been represented at the top political level by the rhino Republicans, the Republican establishment. She hasn't always been on the outs within her party. Appointed in 2002 by her father, Governor Frank Murkowski. Her father put her into this mess. She was appointed senator, I guess. Wow, is that nepotism? Her politics were in line with George W. Bush, the then president in 2002. Terrible. Then she found herself at odds with her fellow Alaskan, the Alaskan female governor, John McCain's running mate, then Alaska Governor Sarah Palin. This woman is an Alaska senator. Sarah Palin was the Alaska female governor. We had a female governor in Alaska. Alaska, come on. And I like Sarah Palin. I used to even say I would vote for Sarah Palin for president. Terrible. How embarrassing. Turning red. Who had been sharply critical of her father. Sarah Palin was critical of Murkowski's father. The Tea Party rose. She's going to be VP in 24. Sarah Palin. Mildly attractive as well, right? Mess of a family. She used to give speeches, and it would be like she would just repeat memes. I don't know if she came up with the memes or if she just saw memes on the internet and repeated them. But I agreed with a lot of what she would say. People thought that John McCain was weakened by Sarah Palin. I think Sarah Palin was weakened by John McCain. And she's, kind of weak herself. She should just tend to her family. Be a wife, be a mother. Or a grandmother, whatever. The Tea Party. Remember the Tea Party? I remember the Tea Party. I participated in Tea Party. South Central LA Tea Party. JLP founded the South Central LA Tea Party. Did you guys know that? Lisa Murkowski, because we had Bond stuff down in South Central. Well, this is before I came in. Murkowski was at sharp odds with the insurgent right wing of her party. Insurgent. They're calling the Tea Party, a bunch of boomers, insurgents. And then the Tea Party was kind of exploited by a whole bunch of people who turned out to be never Trumpers. The Tea Party normal people are basically the Trump supporters, the boomer Trump supporters. I guess I'm a millennial boomer, right? What else? Anything else somewhat interesting? Asked about Trump's recent comments that Jewish people who vote for Democrats must hate their religion, Murkowski said it was incredibly wrong and an awful statement. Of course you would. They name, Lisa Murkowski named, along with Susan Collins, another rhino from Maine, senator, Republican female senator, they both offered late endorsements of South Carolina female governor Nikki Haley. What is up with all these female Republicans who are just rhinos? Nikki Haley, rhino, hates the beautiful South and the beautiful rebel flag. Susan Collins, rhino. Lisa Murkowski, rhino, hates Trump. Just days before Nikki Haley dropped out of the race. They love losing. They're bored with winning. That's why they hate Trump. She pushed back on Trump's view that January 6th prisoners were hostages and patriots who should be pardoned. I don't think that it can be defended. What happened on January 6th was an effort by people who stormed the building in an effort to stop an election certification of an election. It can't be defended. Well, yes, that's what they wanted to do. They wanted to stop the certification of the election. That's true. That can be defended, as they were protesting and trying to stop it and trying to get the politicians to oppose it and stop it and they be like, hold on, let's do this. It wasn't hardly a coup attempt. Shaking my head. So that's phony Lisa Murkowski. Establishment-friendly rhino who's leaving the Rhino Party. Anyway,